It's 9/11, and I've just canceled breakfast with a best friend, Greg, who went to work on the 97th floor at the World Trade Center because I had a surprise quiz at uni. I'm in the train station in New York, and I'm on my way to New Jersey from my overnight job, and it's 7:30 a.m., and I finally get to school. I finish taking my economics test, and I turn on my mobile only to receive 30 missed calls from friends telling me that the World Trade Center was just attacked. Well, that doesn't make sense because I was just there. So I run down to the student center to see the news show on the screen over and over again. 3 months later, after searching for Greg, we found out that we finally found his remains and were able to bury him. In June of the following year, I joined the Navy because I want to make sure that 9/11 never happens again. I am a veteran. I served 2 tours in Djibouti and Afghanistan in 2007. I'm in Navy boot camp when they tear gas us. They teach us this to make sure that if we ever go on deployment, we know exactly how to handle those type of situations. This only happened to me once while I was active duty. On May 25th, 2020, I am watching a death blue knee pressing upon a begging black neck. This causes a deep outroar within myself and the rest of the world. This has not only happened once, but so many other times to so many other people of color, especially right here in our own state. May 30th, 2020, I'm in Westlake, Seattle with my friends. One of them is Lucio. I call him my bear because he's 6'3" and a Spaniard, and he is there to protect us. He came there to also show his support along with the rest of my friends. He met up with us, and we all chant together the names of so many of those that have been lost due to police brutality over and over again. Rodney King, Charlena Lyles, Aubrey Abrams, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and recently, Jacob Blake, who is now paralyzed for the rest of his life. So many different chants we say to show that we come in peace. Unfortunately, we're met with forceful opposition. The Seattle Police Department threw flashbangs, tear gas, and rubber bullets directly into our crowd. Why? Because they couldn't separate us from the blonde woman that decided to set a police car on fire with hairspray and a lighter. My friend Britannia is a saint. She already has this water and baking soda solution ready to go for those who've been affected by the tear gas. I myself got a mouthful of it, and I hear the bangs go over my head. Suddenly, I'm back in Afghanistan. I've got my Kevlar on. I'm watching my commander run around over and over again, telling us that we're all going to die. And I think, I'm not there. I'm in Seattle. I'm home. I'm home. I have friends that I need to protect and take care of. And I snap out of it. I try to breathe whilst moving through all of the tear gas, trying to make sure that I reach my friends to let them know that we will meet up with them again because they are all protest virgins within themselves. We want to continue the fight, Britannia and I. So I say to my friends, stay here while Britannia and I go to the front lines. I'm still reeling from the previous bout of tear gas as we trek forward to look at these individuals who kept treating us like the enemy. Why aren't you protecting us? I tried looking into their eyes. I tried looking at their faces, but they're all completely covered in riot gear. Cowards. They threw tear gas at us again, and we have to fall back to meet up with the rest of our friends. I look at my phone and I just receive a text message from Lucio saying that whilst he was protecting people in the front line, he was maced directly in the face. He has to go home. It's 5:13 when I look at my watch, and apparently we got a text message saying that there was a curfew in place. Mayor Durkin, who allowed us to protest in the first place, decided to turn tail. We've been sent to our rooms. I feel so sad and betrayed. It's June 6th, 2020, and I am facing another protest. I've actually accumulated more protest versions for my very own Greek tragedy. Am I going to war? Yes, I am. Peacefulness, of course, at first, and then we charge in. I look into the crowd, and all I see are armored guards. We push on. They retreat, and we finally establish the CHAZ, Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. But the residents actually didn't want to call it that. So we opted for the CHOP, Capitol Hill Occupied Protest Zone. This place, it's so beautiful and peaceful. We do different events almost every single day. One of the events that I got to participate in was called a blackout. It's when our white allies blockaded the front gates at Cal Anderson Park only to allow people of color to enter. This was a place that we all got to laugh, to talk, to hang out, to breathe. We're making history. We finally are making change. And that's why I protest.